Buddha said, actors go to hell. On one occasion, the Blessed One was staying near Ratchaga in the bamboo grove. Then Buddha, the head of an acting company, went to the Blessed One and, having bowed down to him, sat on one side. As he was sitting there, he said to the Blessed One, "Venerable Sir, I've heard that it has been passed down by the ancient teaching lineage of actors that when an actor on the stage makes people laugh and gives them delight with his imitation of reality, then after death he is reborn in the company of the laughing devas." What does the Blessed One have to say about that? Buddha said, "Enough! Don't ask me that." But Buddha, the actor, who knew that one has to ask Buddha 3 times until one gets an answer, asked a second time. Then Buddha said, "Don't ask me that." And Buddha, the actor, asked a 3rd time. Finally, Buddha said, "So, I will answer you. Any beings who are bound by the bond of passion, like things inspiring more passion, presented by an actor on stage. Thus the actor, himself intoxicated and heedless, having made others intoxicated and heedless, after death, he thinks he shall be reborn in the company of the laughing devas. But that is wrong view. Now, for a person with wrong view, there are 2 destinations, either hell or the animal womb. So an actor shall be reborn in what is called the hell of laughter. When this was said, Buddha, the actor, sobbed and burst into tears. The Blessed One said, "I told you before, don't ask me that." Buddha, the actor, said, "I'm not crying because of what the Blessed One said to me, but simply because I have been deceived and fooled for a long time by that ancient teaching lineage of actors who said, when an actor on the stage makes people laugh and gives them delight with his imitation of reality, then after death he is reborn in the company of the laughing devas." Now the Blessed One made it clear to me that this is a wrong view. I go to the Blessed One for refuge from this day forward for life. Here one can see the lies of Buddhism. First of all, I'm sure that this scene never happened. It was invented by later small minds. And why? To scare people with hell, so that they become followers of the Buddha. All religions are using the same trick. If you don't obey what the priest says, you go to hell. In Buddhism, one is not allowed, one of the precepts say, a monk is not allowed to enjoy dance, song, music. He is not allowed to visit shows. And why? Because there always this fear that his suppressed passions could be stirred up. So they want the same of all people. People should not go to any show and find some delight in it, because their passions could be aroused. They should not laugh about some funny things the actors on stage are making. People should better sit quiet in front of a monk and listen to his boring sermon, which makes them sad. Life is suffering. Sin's pleasure is poison. If you don't behave as I say, you will be reborn as animals or suffer in hell. Is that better? Now this actor, BUDDA, had heard from childhood on what the tradition of the actors said. The actors after their death will be reborn in the realm of the laughing devas. Traditions are lies. There is no proof of any afterlife. And if it were true, wouldn't that be something nice? Being reborn in the realm of laughing devas? But BUDDA does not like that. Actors who make people laugh should be punished with hell. Obviously, BUDDA himself never laughed. At least nowhere in the Holy Scriptures is it mentioned. So he seems to have something against actors who can make people laugh. They should be always long-faced and sad, frightened with a beggarly purse. The actor is not to be blamed when he believed what the tradition of the actors said. He could not know better. But is it such a big crime to make people laugh and to move their passions to be condemned to hell? The monks with their holy lies are committing bigger crimes because they destroy any joy in people's life. There is no proof that actors will be reborn in hell or as animals. It serves only to condemn actors and their art, and to frighten people so that they should not go to shows and have a little fun. The actor, BUDDA, in the sutta at the end is crying. But not because of what the Buddha said to him, that he shall be reborn in hell, but simply because he had been deceived and fooled by the ancient teachings of actors who said that actors shall be born in the realm of laughing devas. But he should better cry, because now he is deceived a second time. This time by the Buddha who said, you will be born in hell. There is no proof of rebirth in the first place. Though there is no possibility to be reborn anywhere. But this scene never happened as shown by the standard formula at the end of the sutta. The actor takes refuge in the Buddha, Dharma and Sangha. Did that mean that he gave up acting and became a boring monk? Another parasite of society begging his rice from the farmers who had to work hard under the burning sun. So at the end, the goal is achieved. Another follower of Buddha is one. This is the Buddhist teaching against life, against art, as other religions also do. Even for centuries the church condemned actors, calling them hypocrites, which is the Greek word for actor, negating them a burial ground in a cemetery. All those boring monks are always against theater and acting, because going to a show would distract people from going to the church. But what are those priests? Aren't they also actors? They pretend being mouthpieces of a god. But what they are teaching serves only to maintain the power of the church. They pretend that this tasteless piece of flour is the body of Christ. Priests are the biggest liars. They make people believe that there is a God who cares for them. I am an actor, and I am not afraid of any hell, because there is none. I make people laugh about the stupidity of religion. Should I be punished for this?